doing another video for you. Today's going to be a little bit shorter. Where I live, it is extremely slow Wi-Fi and it takes many hours to upload a video. So I'm going to try to keep them about 30 minutes or less. This morning's practice is going to be a little more on the stronger side. Some days, our practice just needs to feel a little more powerful, and I woke up, really had that sense of being connected in my inner power, in my core, and my practice needs to honor that. Just like your practice needs to honor however you're feeling and where your energy is at and how it can best serve you. So I'm going to move a little bit quicker. There'll be postures more for strength and more that dynamic, vitality within. So please do what you can do. Skip this one today if it doesn't work for you. And I also want to say I'm really sorry. It's super echoey. My yoga room is kind of this big empty room right now, so there's not much to absorb the sound. So I do apologize if that affects the audio at all. All right, so first thing, we're just going to come to the front of our mat, and I'm just going to go ahead and face you for this. First thing, getting situated in our feet and our roots this morning. Take a little bit of time, explore your feet. You can rock back and forth, roll to the inner and outer edges of the foot. Maybe lift all your toes, and then root the toes in, lift the heels. And I like to kind of come onto the top of my foot, kind of crunch my toes under, and just roll the foot around. It's a little chilly in here this morning, so my feet are a little cold and crampy, so this feels good. And we'll go ahead and do the other side. I hear a little snap, crackle, pop in there. And go ahead and put the other sole of the foot back in. Generally, a good place to stand is about hip distance. You can always go a little wider, a little closer together with whatever works best for you. So make sure you're getting grounded in here. Push down through the feet. And then you should feel that energy just start to pull up through the legs, through the core. So our center, lift right up into the heart and the chest. And then just relax the arms down along the side body. You can let the palms be forward or just let them be a little softer, whatever feels good. Let the chin slightly tuck, and go ahead and close the eyes, or soften the gaze if you feel a little unsteady. Taking a moment to get centered in, and just feel yourself here in space. If you have your Ujjayi breath in your practice, great place to start to incorporate it. So that's that ocean breath, victorious breath, Darth Vader breath. It's just a strong breath moving through the constriction of the throat muscles, and you can often hear it. It's a nice thing to listen to as we practice just hearing our breath. So beautiful. And if you want to connect hands to your heart here, you can. And we're going to form an intention for our practice. Maybe you've already got a jump on this and you have one for the day. You can certainly use it. And then once you've repeated that intention a few times to yourself and you really feel it resonate in your heart space, you'll release the hands. And if you're not already at the front of your mat, you're going to stand at the front of your mat. We're just going to start with a few sun salutation breaths. Keep it a little soft first, and then as you start to build the heat, and you feel the energy moving through the body, you can start to move in a little deeper, a little quicker. So bring hands in towards your heart. Lift that heart up to meet the thumbs. And with a great big inhale through the nose, you're going to open up the arms as you reach up. And then exhale, we're going to swan dive down into that forward fold. Soften the knees here if your hamstrings are tight like mine. In breath, you're going to come up to your flat back as you lengthen here, hands on blocks or legs. Exhale, fold. In breath, push into those feet and reach the arms wide as you stretch up and bring the hands in towards your heart. So we're going to go right into the next one. Inhale. And exhale, fold. In breath, flat back, keep weight in the heels. Exhale, fold. In breath, root to rise up. Celebrate the gifts of the universe. And bring the hands in towards the heart. One more. Inhale. And exhale. In breath, flat back. Exhale, fold again. And in breath, rise up. Big celebration here. And bring the hands in towards your heart. So we're going to interlace those fingers again. And turn and press the palms forward and stretch up. You're going to step that left foot behind the right and kind of be on the ball of the foot, toes of the left foot. And you're going to link it over to the right side. A little bit like a curtsy and a side body stretch. Squeezing our thighs together. Try to roll the left shoulder back just a little bit. And come back to center with the upper body. Step the left foot back under the hip. Right foot steps behind. And stretch over to the left side. Come back to center. Release the interlaced fingers. And you're going to bring the hands behind you now. Interlace if you can in your yoga mudra, or grab a strap, or you can just basket weave. So you can press the knuckles in towards the tailbone and roll the shoulders a little closer together so the heart opens. Or you can try pressing the knuckles down towards the mat and drawing the arms a little bit away from the body. And then with your next exhale, you can maintain your yoga mudra. You're going to bow forward in towards your fold. So belly towards the thighs. Arms can keep moving away from the back body if you have space. Give the head a little nod or a shake. And do not lose the connection of your roots into the earth. And then go ahead, release the fingertips. Bring the arms down. And you can just hold opposite elbow or forearm. Take a little ragdoll sway. Sometimes it feels good to do kind of like a figure 8 pattern with the arms. Whatever works. Really relax the shoulders and soften the muscles in the face. Release the elbows. In breath, come on up to that flat back. Exhale, fold. And in breath, rise up. So sweep those arms wide again. Reach up towards the ceiling. And bring the hands in towards the heart. So hopefully it's got things moving. It's got my nose running. Go ahead and make sure that you have blocks near you if you know you're going to want to use them. Might want them handy for this flow. We're going to keep a simple sun salutation for 2 cycles, and then we're going to start to add some stuff in. I like to get a little playful on my mat. Change it up, keep it a little spicy. So, inhale, take the arms wide, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. In breath, flat back. Exhale, fold. And you're going to step back into your plank position. You can always drop the knees here. And let's just take a breath. And then with your next exhale, I'm going to take a modified chaturanga. I'm going to drop the knees. I'm going to bend the elbows, and I'm going to lower down slowly onto my chest and belly. Come to the forehead, untuck the toes. In breath, heart peels off the mat, cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes, pull the belly in, downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. And if you need to add some movement, pedal it out. Sway the hips, go ahead. And then look to the front of the mat. You're going to step the feet there, so you meet the hands and you come to your fold. In breath, come on up to flat back. Exhale, fold. In breath, rise up. And bring the hands down into your heart. So another round. In breath, reach up. Exhale, fold. In breath, flat back. Exhale, fold. In breath, step it back to plank. And let's take a full breath here. And then next exhale, you'll drop your knees, lower down slowly. Use an in-breath to bring you into cobra. Exhale, through tabletop to downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Think about clawing in with the 10 fingertips. Soften the knees if the hamstrings are tight. And try to let the gaze be back towards the legs or feet. And then look to the front of the mat. Step up to the front, fold. In breath, flat back, come up. Exhale, fold. In breath, rising up all the way. Reach up, gaze up. And bring the hands in towards your heart. Beautiful. So just allow yourself a cycle or breath here. Cycle or 2 of breath. Come back to your intention. And take a moment to feel that heartbeat. So good. So, I'm going to start to build into this flow. Inhale, open up, gaze up. Upward salute. Exhale, fold. In breath, flat back. Exhale, fold. In breath, you're going to step that right foot back. And landing on the toes or the ball of the foot, heel lifted. And then when you're ready, next in breath, come on up, lift the arms. Now, straighten that left leg. Might feel a little teeter-tottery. Check in with your balance. Exhaling, you're going to bend the elbows, bend that left knee and bend the right knee, and hover just a moment above the yoga mat. In breath, come back up, pushing into your foundation. Stretch tall. Exhale, sink to the earth. In breath, reach tall. Exhale, sink to the earth. In breath, reach tall, pause. And now you're going to bend that left knee. Bring the hands down, frame the foot. And pushing into that plank position, you're going to lift the left foot. You're going to bring that left foot and cross it above the right knee and press back into down dog with a figure 4. Take a breath here. You can always come to regular down dog. And then releasing that left ankle, you'll shift forward and you're going to stretch that right foot over to the right side and come down onto the outer edge of that left foot. You can adjust the left wrist. You're going to roll on to the inner edge of that right foot. Bring the right arm up, fall in triangle. Bring the right hand down. And you're going to lift that left foot, hug it into the belly. Come back to center.
Step the left foot down, downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, modified chaturanga or full, your choice. I like to save my shoulders. In breath, cobra. Exhale, take a brief child's pose. Stretch long, hips to heels, make space for the belly. And then start to lift the body. You can take a little cat stretch here as you move through tabletop. Neutral spine, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Go ahead and step the feet to the front of the mat, fold. In breath, come on up to your flat back. Exhale, fold. And then in breath, rise up. Good job. Celebrate your hard work here for a cycle of breath. And we'll begin the second side. In breath, reach up. Exhale, fold. In breath, flat back. Exhale, fold. And then you're going to step that left foot back, landing on the ball of the foot. Separate if you need a little bit of space. And an in-breath is going to lift you up, reach the arms up, and push into that right foot as you straighten the leg. Exhale, cactus the arms, right knee over that right ankle, bend the left knee, hover above the earth. In-breath, rise up. Exhale, take it down. In-breath, up. Exhale, take it down. In-breath, up. Pause here. And then step that right knee over the ankle. Hands framing the foot. And then you're going to lift that right foot up, hug it into the belly. And before you shift into down dog, you're going to cross the right ankle above the left knee. Oh, take a good breath here. Press the outer hip, right hip away from you. And then uncrossing that right leg, hug it into the belly. And you're going to kick it out to the left side. Right wrists can move in slightly. Open up fallen triangle to the left. Breath here. And then left hand comes back to the mat. Hug that right leg in. Downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. And I'm going to drop my knees again. And then I'll take my modified chaturanga. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe, child's pose, stretch. And then I'm going to come up and take a little bit of a cat stretch through tabletop. Tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Look to the front of the mat. Step into my forward fold. Bow in. Inhale, come on up to my flat back. Exhale, fold. And in breath, rise up. Bring the hands in towards your heart. So we're going to turn this up a little longer and wider on our mat. And we're going to angle our toes out. We're going to start to bend the knees. And just check that knees tracking over the toes. And we're not going to sink too deep yet. Let our body kind of warm up here. We're going to bring that right forearm down onto the right thigh. In breath, take the left arm up and over. And we're just going to move from side to side. So left arm to the top of the left thigh, right arm up and over. Coming through center once again, over to the right side, through center, back over to the left side. And come through center. Maybe sink in a little lower. And we're going to cactus those arms. Spread those fingers, shoulders over the hips. Make sure you're not gripping with your toes, so check in with the toes and set them back down. And then we're going to straighten the left leg, bring the hands to the top of the right thigh, And send the hips over towards that right heel. Side lunge. Move through center, hands to the top of the left thigh. Side lunge. Now we're going to move back to the right side. And then back over to the left side. And come back through center. Point the toes forward. And heel toe the feet back in. Step back towards the front of your mat. And bring those hands in towards the heart. Cycle the breath. Inhale, take the arms up. Maybe gaze up if that feels okay. Stretch back. Exhale, forward fold. In breath, come up to your flat back. Exhale, go ahead and fold. And then you're going to step back into your downward facing dog. Go ahead and wag the hips. Pedal the feet here if you need to. And then in breath, you're going to bend the knees and shift forward and hover in a floating tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, floating tabletop. Exhale, downward facing. 2 more. Inhale, floating. Exhale, downward facing. And then inhale, floating. Exhale to downward facing dog. And then we're going to step the feet a little wider. You can move the feet a little closer too. That might help close up the gap between the hands and the feet and make this a little more steady. I'm going to look back at that right ankle and I'm going to reach my left hand. Wrap it around. And that's okay if it's the shin, the calf. I'm going to hug the hips into center and I'm going to see if I can turn the gaze up under the right armpit. Pull the low belly in. Find your breath. And remember to take care of yourself on the mat. Anything you find a little too much today, or maybe you need a little more heat, go a little deeper, move a little faster. Or add in some of your own practice, please do. You're going to release that left hand, bring it back to the mat, gaze to the left ankle, and bring the right hand and wrap it around the left. Hug the hips into center. Take that gaze up if you want, it's your choice. And then come back to center, bring the right hand down, step the feet back into your original downward facing dog position. And we're going to go ahead and drop the knees. You can bring those wrists back under the shoulders if they're a little forward. And we're going to stretch that right leg back. We're going to do some modified chaturanga push-ups. We want to try to keep the shoulders not dropping below the elbows. So this doesn't have to be a very big movement. It can be just a tiny push-up. Listen to your body. And with the next exhale, hug the upper arm in, bend the elbows, lower a little closer to the mat. Inhale, come up. Exhale, lower. In breath, come up. Exhale, lower. Last one. You got it. And then come on up in the tabletop. Bring that right knee back under the hip. Come to the tops of the feet. And you're going to come into high kneel. We're going to take a little bit of a heart opener, stretch that belly. So, camel pose. Bring the hands anywhere that's most comfortable for you. Low back, hips, waist. Just think about lengthening that tailbone. We're going to focus on opening the front plane of the body. So right away, shoulder blades, elbows move a little closer together. Keep the chin tucked. And you can press the hips just a little more forward. Try not to compress the sacral area and over tighten the glutes. And nice camel here. If you're able to find the heels, go ahead and find the heels. And then bring the hands back to the waist. And the last thing to come up is the gaze. Go ahead and take the child's pose. And you can take the traditional version, arms along the side body. Really enjoy your breath here. You're going to start to wind it down. Come on back up to tabletop. One more set of chaturanga push-ups. And then we're going to cool off. So stretch that left leg back, wrist under the shoulders, hug the upper arm in, and lower down part way. In breath, come up. Exhale, lower down. In breath, up. Exhale, low. In breath. Last one. And good job. So you can cross the ankles, come on over into a seated position, and then bring the soles of the feet together. So if you like to sit on the prop, you can go ahead and sit on the prop. You can interlace the fingers, place them under the outer edges of the feet, or hold on to the ankles or shins. Just flutter your wings a couple times. Go ahead and pause the legs. Then you're going to hinge at the hips and start to let that heart slide forward. Arms can act as a little assistance here, pressing the inner thighs. So you're drawing the outer leg down towards the earth. Little fold forward. Couple breaths here. Inhale, come on back up. Now you have two options. If easy pose feels better, do this from easy pose. Or if you're okay to come to kneeling, you'll bring legs together and you're going to sit on your heels, toes not tucked. You're going to take the hips and set them off to the right side. So kind of still close to the heels, but just slightly offset. You're going to bring the left fingertips down to the mat. Inhale, take the right arm up and over. If this is a little too much, you can bend the elbow and place the hand at the back of the head. You could walk the fingertips, left fingertips further away. And see if you can rotate the right palm so it's pressing down towards the earth. Release, come through center. Now you'll bring the hips through center and then take them slightly off and over to the left side. Right fingertips come down to the mat. Left arm up and over. Just breathe into all that space in the left side body. So just enjoy feeling what you feel. Bring the left hand down. Come back into kneeling. And then we're going to go ahead and come seated onto our sit bones and bring the soles of the feet out in front of us. We're going to walk the feet a little wide apart. Sitting up nice and tall, so you can use the hands here for a little bit of support. And then option to bring the arms inside of the legs. You can place the palms down. You can use blocks if that's a little too much to come to the mat. And just enjoy your breath here. And if you'd like to go a little deeper into tortoise pose, you can take the one right arm, or whichever arm, underneath the right leg.
And then tuck the other one in and see how that feels. And then moving on, if you want to go deeper, start to slide the legs a little straighter. And the weight of the legs will start to draw the arms and the upper body down closer to the mat. Reach long through the crown of the head and support the forehead if you need to with a block or blankets and pillows. And the next inhale, you can start to untuck yourself, so sliding the arms back towards you, and then bringing the feet in. We're going to take a couple spinal rocks, so make sure you have some room behind you. You can either hold on to the fronts of the legs or under the thighs, your choice. Tuck the chin to protect the back of the head, and just use your breath to propel you up and down. Next time you're down, go ahead and release all the way the head. Take the knees wide. And then choosing your version of happy baby. So it can be just like this. Or you can turn the soles of the feet up towards the ceiling. Hold the backs of the thighs. Or take the outer edges of the feet. The energy of the thigh bones, the tops of the thighs, pulling down towards the earth. Tailbone pressing down into the mat. Make sure there's no compression in the neck. And try to anchor those shoulder blades on the back. They like to come up, so hug them back in if you can. You can add some movement here, rock a little side to side. And keep some flexion in those feet. Still use your breath as you move side to side if you choose to. And then release the feet. Bend the knees. Press the legs a little closer together and bring the soles of the feet down. If you want to take full Shavasana, please go ahead. I'm going to keep it moving here today, and we're just going to do constructive rest pose. So wiggle the feet or heel toe the feet towards the outer edge of the mat and let the knees fall in. Nice space for the tailbone. And then either arms can come away from the side body, palms up, or maybe a hand to the heart and the belly. I invite you to close the eyes or maybe soften the gaze. And just let your attention rest on your breath. And then let's begin to build some gratitude here. Gratitude for this amazing physical body that we've been given. All that it does for us. How it helps us through our journey, getting us around. And then let's be grateful for this sacred time that we spend on our mat, nourishing our body, giving it some care and attention, listening to what it has to say. And then you can start to open the eyes.
Maybe blink the lids a few times. Incorporate a little movement. And remember, there's no right or wrong way to do things. And I just suggest rolling onto one side before you come up to sit. Maybe take a breath or two in the fetal position, maybe 20. It's whatever you need. And then come on up to sit however is comfortable when you're ready. So try to sit up with a nice tall spine. Think about stacking the shoulders over the hips. And then once again, maybe bringing those hands towards your heart, any fashion that you like today. And today, as we breathe together and prepare to close our practice, I won't torture you all with my own. I want you to hear your own own. And this is just as powerful when we do it in our mind than if we open our mouth and let our own out. It is still beautiful. I love to hear a group sound out their own. It is amazing. But today, just keeping our own. So inhale through the nose. And then as you exhale through the nose, I want you to chant Om in your mind. A couple rounds of that, inhaling. And then exhaling Om in your mind. And again. And go ahead and release the Om. Come back to normal breathing. And just rest that intention quietly at your heart. That intention that you brought at the beginning of your class. And just notice how it served you. And if you forgot all about your intention, that's okay. It happens all the time. But the energy that we bring to our yoga mat can really help amplify the energy to our intention. That focus. Really powerful when we come to our mat. A lot of good energy propelling it forward. And I just want to take a moment and thank you again for joining me on the yoga mat and allowing me to share a practice with you, kind of messy. I want to make sure I try to get it done in one take and not worry about if I say things right or backwards or I skip a side, because I know it happens a lot in live classes and I'm able to just laugh my way through it. And I really appreciate you letting me be kind of messy, and that feels really good right now. I think sharing not being so perfect and a little bit vulnerable is kind of essential at this time. So thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you soon, and have a beautiful day. And if it is sunny where you are,
just take a moment and sit in front of the sun or sit near a window with the sun if you can't get outside and just feel that warmth. Really just imagine it nourishing you. It's so powerful. I feel deeply connected to the sun. So thank you so much. Namaste.